Um, yeah, Miriam, I read your post about how you've been really trying to be a love ambassador as you are on your road trip home and in the RV parks and trying to be friendly to your neighbors and how frustrating it's been. And I was just applauding you and your courage and acknowledging that you are an example of what decompression, the challenges of decompression, and the kind of, I think, what we have been called to do as love ambassadors. As you get to experience Burning Man, and you get to experience communities like this that are really supporting one another as we are stretching into, I say weird, but it's really like human, like kindness, connecting. But sometimes that's considered to be a fringe behavior, and sometimes the world does not encourage you to do so. And it's so hard to not shut down when you get met with discouragement or funny looks or silence. And I saw that you gotten a number of those, and I just wanted to say thank you for being a love warrior and keeping trying, and that even when you are faced with what feels like a failure, it is a win for all of us because we see fellow people doing their best to be the world that they want to live in. So thank you, Miriam.
That actually kind of reminds me of what we talked about last night as a couple, and how there's places that are easy to love and places that are harder to love, and that the real practice is bringing the things that are harder to love toward our heart.
Yes. And that's one of the things that we're going to share a couple aspects of our practices that we've been implementing as a still new couple, which feels strange because I cannot imagine you not in my life. But chronologically, we are still developing our relationship. And so, in a minute after we say hello to some folks, we're going to talk about this practice that we just our a gratitude practice we have, and it's also a gratitude practice, the integration or the acknowledgement of places that need to be loved.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's maybe the deepest gratitude practice is, what is it to open my heart here? What is it to open my heart to something that hasn't known love before?
So let's jump into that. First, I will say good morning, Alex. Hello, Melanie. Hello, Victoria. Hello, Gerbot. Hello, Razorblade and Chris. And Melanie is sharing some gratitude, grateful on the new view I have on life and how it has changed with my father's passing last week. All for the better, and so much more gratitude and love being brought through now. It's a beautiful example of how gratitude can embrace all of it. We did recorded a Stay Sparked yesterday. Actually, it's now live. So if you were subscribed to Stay Sparked, there's a new episode, and the theme was making lemonade. And we really dug into the metaphor of making lemonade and acknowledged that, it's not a. If you are life deals with you lemons, the only answer isn't make it sweet, because life isn't about trying to just make everything sweet. Sometimes the sourness of a lemon is awesome. It's not the same kind of, yay of a lemonade, but there's the richness, the fullness of life is sour and sweet and salty and all of it. And so the gratitude practice and what you just demonstrated, Melanie, I think is a good lemon feast. Thank you. Good morning, Joyous and Carla. Aloha. And hello, Ashley. Chris says, I love lemons. That was what came up. Betsy was like, wait, can we just stop for a minute? I love lemons. Okay, so do you want to share that practice?
Sure. So, since, really like the first week or so that we were together, we've been practicing sharing one or multiple appreciations of each other before going to sleep. And I'm so grateful that you remember more often than I do. You beat me to it most of the time. And so now my goal is to beat him by leading an I appreciate about you. And it's what a gift to fall asleep in that space of just open-hearted resonance and echoing of the day and little and big things that we've experienced. And they keep feeding each other. Last night's practice, we started early and lasted 30 minutes.
Yeah.
That's not always the case. It's sometimes really short, which is great. And last night was really, it just kept unfolding more and unfolding more and unfolding more. And what a gift. That's the whole point to me.
Yeah. I mean, as you have been a part of, a gratitude practice many times a day has been a part, and not just a personal, with others, has been a part of my life for a while. And years before, I implemented a gratitude practice in my workplace. That was a big deal. And I've been very clear about how public gratitude practices affect your dynamics, because especially like in an office, it's so easy for your mind to start like building a case of why marketing is working against you, or that person. And when you are just practicing noticing the good things, it just changes the way you see people and the world, because your brain has a tendency to look for evidence of negative stuff.
I've noticed that during the day, when he does something that I love, I start I'm going to share that tonight.
Right.
I start tracking gratitudes through the day.
And that's part of like the muscle.
Yeah.
You just start to see it. And so it's been when we started very early in our relationship, and we haven't missed it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it is such a helpful part of keeping the fire so
loving.
So loving is that it's not that I don't. The appreciations that I feel at night are not newly generated in my mind.
Yeah.
They're things that I've thought about throughout the day, but they come in and they leave, and they come in and they leave, and they come in and leave. So at the end of the day, I'm just looking at this person. No, I'm just kidding. but so to look at this person I love in a kind of a vague way, I know I love this person, and then to bring in, oh, that's this more evidence. You're like, oh my gosh, yeah. Wow, I'm so grateful to be with you for all these reasons. And that's just today. Mm-hmm. I kind of wish we'd been recording it, because I want to remember all the things you said about me yesterday and the day before and the day before. Yeah, and
there's a bunch of gratitudes coming in.
Yeah, so let me share some of these beautiful gratitudes. Welcome, everyone. Lisa is here today. We are sharing a few of our gratitude practices, as well as I want to hear what everyone is grateful for. Joyce is grateful for a peaceful pause on my walk this morning, and grateful for seeing a giant bumblebee who stopped to appreciate the same purple flowers as me. Happy bees, happy me. When you said giant bumblebee, I thought like 6 feet. Because in a dream last night, there were these giant crabs that were a real nuisance. But I think giant by regular bumblebee standards is what you're saying, which is beautiful. Alex says hello.
Hi, Alex.
Good morning, Kiri. Good to see you. I just looked at my Facebook memories around the burn are so fun. I don't know what everyone else's Facebook memories are like, but by being on Facebook so long, like my Facebook memories take me 15 minutes sometimes to scroll through all this stuff. But there was a cool picture from the burn with Kiri and Tall Paul and Mingle, all people who I still see on a daily basis in gratitude, all together in center camp last year.
Mm-hmm.
Melanie, good morning. Christopher, it says, grateful my girlfriend is back from her Finland trip after 2.5 months away. Yay! Well, welcome back. Carla says, my gratitude muscle is on roids. Get some. Yeah. Yeah, we try to make it into a competition. Just take that gratitude. Miriam says, it's contagious since I'm sitting here smiling. Right? Someone was like it's a... I'm trying to think of if you are seeking more connection in your life, a real easy way to make it so that people want to be around you is to be positive.
I appreciate them.
Appreciate them. Exactly. So that, like, there's this, if you watch the Huberman podcast, it talks about, he does this research about gratitude. And the most powerful health benefits of gratitude is if you witness someone sharing gratitude for you. It literally has
Wow.
brain benefits to, there's, stress and cortisone and all these things, but
Not
any
stress.
gratitude is helpful, but someone, if you hear someone's gratitude for you, it is a really powerful health benefit. And the other thing that he in the study said that witnessing other people share gratitude that's sincere, and even if you're not involved,
Yeah.
that also helps your system.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool? Kiri is grateful for my new altar space that I created for doing my morning practice. It contains elements that connect me to my higher self, my creativity, and my inner child. Beautiful.
Jax.
Jax is grateful my partner and myself can take care of my mom while she struggles with dementia. It's a curse and a blessing. Sounds like a lemon. The curse is watching this happen. The gift is loving her through it. Ooh, how beautifully said, Jax.
Yeah.
Joni says, I love and appreciate seeing you both together. I'm grateful for community and love.
Thanks, Joni.
Lisa is so irresistible when she has an ice cream scoop in her hand. We had some beautiful experience. I'm grateful for the experiences we had on Playa, and we
And
had.
yesterday.
That's true. We went to We went on an ice cream
Mission.
bike riding on fur bikes through the city to get ice cream. That's a very Pink Heart experience.
Totally.
Fur bikes, and then ice cream at Stella's, which is a local handmade ice cream place. It's so good. And how many times did you serve ice cream on Playa?
At least 3 times.
Three times. Our 2 were pre-storm, and 1 was in the mud, which I've mentioned a little bit. But we it was almost surreal that we were having literal crap and cone moment.
Totally.
There was people were walking up covered in mud, crap, and trying to make sense of this, crap-filled world. Crap on our feet, and
And they were so stoked
And
to
hanging ice
receive
cream
like
house.
a milkshake
yeah,
inside of a cone from the melted coconut
yeah.
ice cream.
But part of it was, even though it was not the best ice cream cone, it was that symbolic thing of like,
Yeah.
hey, in a world filled with mud, what can we focus on? Yeah,
People
ice
were
cream.
stoked. People were
Yeah.
stoked.
Christopher is appreciating us and our dynamic. And I'm grateful for starting my day with the positivity of your messages. Always helps the flow. Thank you, Christopher. And good morning, Mingle. Maria, good morning. Good to see you. Grateful that I have all the ingredients to make sticky coconut rice mango spring rolls. The mangoes are smelling so good. Can't wait to use them. Much love to us both. Thanks, Maria. Chris is grateful for time machines and time travel. Right on.
Let's hang out.
Is that the Chris that I know that is writing that? Or is that future Chris that has come back to tell us that? Either way, awesome. Let's see. Good morning, Lilu. And good morning, Lorian. Well, so
Want to share more about our ice cream date yesterday?
yes. So while on the date, and we've had like 3 really exceptional days in a row. Like our gratitudes at the end of the day are like, would that all happen today? Like really beautiful times together, productivity, depth of experiences, and just kind of like pinch me kind of days. And so then on our ice cream date, Lisa decided she wanted to ruin it all. Well, no. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Lisa suggested, would you be open to setting aside time every once in a while to speak the things that we're afraid of saying, to share the things that are hard, whether it's something that the other person said that or did that kind of was a disruption, or a truth that maybe we're afraid of the other person's reaction. And at first it's like, okay, let's put that on the calendar. and and I know from past, there have been times in past relationships where we've scheduled like talk times where we're the once a week or once a month, maybe once a month, where that's when we can bring our grievances in a time when our systems are regulated but an interesting thing happens every time talk time comes on the calendar, which is that one of us says, I'm not going to say anything if they don't say anything. Or, I see talk times on the calendar, but I'm good. Are you good? Yeah, I'm good. So it just never happens. Literally, I don't think it ever happened. That's not true. It has happened, but it's difficult. So in the middle of this 3-day streak of awesome, we said, let's do it. Let's share. And what was your experience with that?
Yeah, it felt important to me. It felt like taking care of my past and future dysregulated self by preventing buildup. It's like preventative health care is way less expensive than waiting until you need a bunch of surgeries. And I just felt like, wow, I feel so secure in our love right now. Like everything is so clear. And it can feel to your nervous system like, is this going to ruin it all? Like you said, like, I don't want to bum us out. And yet I felt like it felt healthy to test the security of that love by bringing in a little bit, not a ton, not everything, not just like...
Wait, there's more?
No. But by bringing in something that has been like a niggler or something that's been in the background that otherwise could be used in a moment of dysregulation as negative evidence or something that creates a different momentum in the future, and that by speaking it loses its power. And as we talked more about it last night, I felt like I even want to rename it something, not like talk time or something that has an association of hard and difficult, but something, I have a teacher who says everything is love or crying for love. And that this is the crying for love stuff. That's all. Like I can't wait when I'm feeling deeply in love with you. I can't wait to love all the parts that haven't known love before. And it feels like a deep gift to bring in those things when things feel really secure.
Yeah. And it feels like it's super, it feels edgy and extreme. Like there's such a, my system's run out of memory. Why would that be? Sorry. Okay. Sorry about that. Hopefully we didn't lose you in the process of the computer getting bogged down. And I heard I heard someone say when I was at the burn that when you put a secret in a box, that the secret creates secrets, and it comes like just like immediately you have this Russian doll thing of secrets. And so the objective needs to be keep the box empty. And so that as kind of a goal of with us has been, it's scary though, because there's so much patterning of like what truth do I disclose to make sure everything's copacetic?
Yeah.
How do what or how do I say the thing, or how do I, like, is this the right time? And so, like, we didn't share anything
Yeah.
crushing yesterday,
Totally.
but they were little things
Yeah.
that were not part of our best foot forward,
Yeah.
or that, would not be in the highlight film, and so to have the goal not be like, whether this is important or not,
Yeah.
it's in the box.
Yeah.
So let's get it out of the box, and as an act of love.
And I think it strengthens a courage muscle for when we really need it.
I am not sure what's wrong with this computer. Let's
It
try.
looks like people are still commenting.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try this and see if that helps that.
Good morning, Lorian and Jason and Carla and Gail. And Lilu and Maria.
Oh, Jason. Good morning, Jason. Good to see you. And Jason says we're still here. So
Cool.
thanks. Sorry for not sorry, but thank you for your patience with my panic. That's one of those lessons that I'm really keep trying to work on, is that when I hear myself say sorry, is there a way to say thank you in it? Mm-hmm. Is there a way to say thank you in it? Oh, Lilu's saying we're good on YouTube as well. So it's simply my computer that is trying to sabotage this display of love and communication.
Perfect opportunity.
For me to blame someone other than myself. Good morning, Lori. Good morning, Gail. Carla is saying, I'm grateful that we're about 50% done with the Department of Health survey. Can't wait to celebrate when it's done. And good morning, Lorian. Melanie says, I'm so grateful for the two of you and the love that you teach, and that has helped me in a lot of my relationships. It's amazing the views and lessons you have and how it helps others. Such beautiful souls. Love you both. Thank you, Melanie.
Thank you.
There's one of the things that I think we both give gratitude often is the work we've done before we met.
Totally. Thank God.
And it's a kind of an interesting that how that attitude helps to just, like, I feel like my past and my history is potentially something that could be put in the box, aspects of anyone's past, like past relationships, and there's really a feeling that a real reverence for whatever the path is that got you here is so sacred and so perfect. Can I share what you shared in our
I trust you. I don't know what you mean, but I trust you.
about the photo I posted?
Sure.
Okay, so one of the things we discussed in that check-in was, and this was, Lisa expressed, this is wasn't a big deal. I know it wasn't done with malice, but there was a day before the burn when I was not in my power, and you were aware that I was not at my best, and you posted a picture of you in your youth with your hot young